What's up everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rachel Agasha. If you're new to the channel, on the channel we inspire, we motivate and we encourage. And when we're not doing that, we do some sort of lifestyle. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get used to a one kind of thing, so we're going to mix this up and see how we roll. So in today's video, for those of you who stay in Uganda, you know that schools were opened, and due to the 2 years of sitting down in the lockdown, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened, including different girls from different places getting pregnant. And we understand what this means. Now, I want us to first appreciate the fact that some of these girls are not okay. Some of these girls are pregnant, but it's not by choice. It's not like they wanted it or they called for it or they asked for it. Yeah, we're going to first appreciate that, and then we're going to appreciate the fact that our young girls are sexually active. Yeah, we are living with them in our homes and so much is happening. Yeah, they would be on the phones, and online learning and all those things. So parents had to buy their children phones so they could follow up and not to miss out on school. But so much happens on these girls' phones. So much happens. I repeat, so much happens. I'm a girl. I have been a young girl before. In our years, we did not have smartphones. Okay, the smartphones were there, but we did not have those smartphones. And we had those small phones for the fun of it. Of like, you want to catch up with the jazz that other girls are or classmates are having, but things have changed. Dear parents, if you're a parent and you're watching this video, you need to be involved with your child. I know someone is going to argue privacy. Your young child has no privacy. For as long as they're still living under your roof, you have the right to go through their everything. You guys, it is serious how this girl will get pregnant under your roof, right under your nose, and you wonder, how did this happen? We have given these children so much freedom. Our parents have given us so much freedom. I, for one, still live under my mom's roof. And I am glad. Yeah, when we were growing up, there's a way there's a way they made us feel about particular things. And we grew up with that in our hearts, in our heads. My mom used to tell me, Rachel, everything that you do has consequences, and every bad thing that you do will come back to haunt you. Yeah. So in my head, as we're growing up, of course, we know what bad manners is and what is wrong, what is right. Yeah. I cannot say I'm perfect, but I can say I have grown right. I've grown up right. I know what is wrong. I know what is right. I know what to defend and what to say no to. Yeah. So schools open. I'm so passionate about this. Schools opened and children had to go back to school, of course, with the pregnant girls, and the president and very many other government officials, including the vice president, all said that young girls or school-going girls who are pregnant should go back to school. Yeah, which is an okay thing. In quotes. So my friends and I, very many other friends, so we have a WhatsApp group, and they were talking about this. There is a religious leader who came up and said, no, these girls should not be allowed in school because they are pregnant and everything. Now, in whatever spirit or mood or tone that this religious leader used, okay, he has been misjudged. Everyone understood what he said, how they wanted to. Everyone perceived it how they wanted to. I, for one, didn't listen to that, but I know he said what he did. Now, what is my opinion about letting pregnant girls go back to school? Personally, like, in all honesty, I'm actually going to first put this right. I am entitled to my opinion, and so are you. Yeah? You do not have to believe it. You don't have to take it. You don't have to actually think like me. You're entitled to your opinion. If you feel like it is an okay thing, well and good. If you feel like it is not an okay thing, it's also okay. So my friends were sharing the same on this WhatsApp group, and this conversation has gone on for like 2 days now. Yeah? But my opinion is that these girls should stay home. Yeah, if they've been able to sit home for 2 years, like 2 years in the lockdown, they should be able to sit home for 1 more year deliver, take care of the babies for those very first months, and then go. You see, if it were for a candidate or a finalist, yeah, we would understand. We do not want them to miss out on the exams. Let us give them a trying chance. Let them go and fight. Let them go and try their luck. I've heard that pregnant women are smarter or more intelligent when they are pregnant. Good for us. But it's January. It is first term. This girl, despite of how long or how heavy they are or how long the time is, pregnancy affects people differently. Yeah, I have lived with pregnant people, and I've seen the attention, the care, the love, the withstanding, like there's so much to deal with, there's so much to handle, there's so much to put together. They need so much attention, so much love. Now imagine a situation where you're sleeping here and the pregnant girl is there. By default, you are responsible. You are supposed to be responsible for her. Baba yake, like if she woke up in the morning and she needed to shower, if she did not fetch water the other night, you are supposed to do that for her. You're supposed to get her breakfast. Then there's so much to it. They are delicate. I don't know which schools you guys went to, but for the schools that we went to, there's something about the teachers. Some teachers will throw in a very mean comment, a very mean statement, and they don't care. Like they would think it is funny, but this is a pregnant girl. Her hormones are everywhere. Their mental health. Are we even thinking about their mental health? You see, so there's so much to deal with. Now, I'm going to be reading some of the opinions that these people have about this particular subject. And like I said earlier, you are entitled to your opinion, and so are they. So like I said, this conversation has been going on for a very long time, 2 days 2 days now. So I'm going to be reading some of these comments. I will hope that you share your comments in the comment sections. Like, what are your opinions? What do you think about this? Do you think it is an okay thing for these pregnant girls to go back to school, or should they stay at home and first give birth? Yeah. So this particular person said there is only one major problem about pregnant at school, especially lower levels. The victim serves as an example to the rest, and this may act I don't know what this word is, but we get the point. Yeah. So every time they're like giving an example, do not get pregnant. There was an HM who was actually saying that, who was telling the other students that they don't need to be pregnant because they have seen how the pregnant girls right now are suffering. I don't know if you get that. So it has already been deemed a bad thing. And you're saying this in front of this pregnant girl. You're telling other students not to be pregnant because they're seeing how this girl is suffering. Yeah. Then another person said, what example and precedent does it send to the younger ones? Imagine a whole P5 class knowing you can actually get pregnant and get back to class. Okay. We are condoning juvenile sex. We are plastering the fact that we are plastering the fact that it's not good to produce when you're underage. It's only 1 year. They can come back after. Why were students who are found doing drugs expelled? Why do schools actually rehabilitate? Give them support. You see, what example are you setting for the other children? This girl is in P5. You get? What example are you setting? I don't want to go into details of explaining these things because it's plain English that we all can understand. Yeah, then another person said, before you know it, 1 year down the road, we may have hundreds of young girls freely attending school, and you as a parent have no basis at all to reprimand your daughter from engaging in early sex. I mean, everyone is doing it. Everyone is pregnant. Why not me? And you see, parents think they know. Some parents actually think they know what is going on in their children's lives, but you do not know. You just do not know when, what, or what is going to go wrong. Yeah. So, what example are we setting? Then another one say, but you guys are joking. A pregnant teenager is not a joke. I just think these kids should stay home till they produce, then resume school. Let kids be kids, and I think more sex education should be given. Plain English. I'm not adding anything to that. Someone else said, and how do you blame the male teachers who get involved? Obo awo tuba tufudde amasomero awo tuba amasomero tugafudde bufumbo colleges eggwanga liba lyonoonese kabisa. Like seriously, here they say we should make the schools marriage institutions, because if we condone or if we agree and accept to carry this on, we are making the country, we are not making the country a better place to be. Then this other person said, we cannot allow to use a few girls to spoil the rest, because as society, once pregnant, juveniles are allowed to attend school, will be disarmed. What else will you tell your girl how bad it is to engage in early sex? This is similar to accepting homosexuality in society. That's how the West started, and now look where we are. Plain English, I'm not saying more about that. Then somebody else who says it's okay to send the girls to school says we should be giving support to these young girls, young mothers, encouraging them. Getting pregnant is not the end of the world. Today I received a 15-year-old mother. She does not know the date of birth of her baby, delivered on the way, does not know anything. Chokashi has been abandoned by the parents, and the guy who impregnated her must be there moving with swag. You see, we need to support these guys, but how are you supposed to support them in a school setting? So much happens in there. Yeah. Now somebody else says, now imagine such a young mother who needs to be consoled and encouraged. Religious leader, the religious leader wakes up and says they do not need to be kept in the school community, and the religious leader blah blah blah, they insulted, they made a bad comment. Yeah, so this one is for the girl should go back to school. Then another one says, when a girl is pregnant, okay, when you are pregnant, you are healthy but delicate. Yeah, I think that is why they are categorized as highly vulnerable. Two, the kind of schools we have don't have the facilities that will enable an expectant young mother to comfortably, without compromising so many things, hence endangering two lives at a go. If we are still struggling with big numbers of students to very many classes, which translates to many health issues and related other things, more still, schools are mandated with the role of inculcating moral and transforming society. School foundations are not built in short periods, so leaders are faced with so many conflicting issues that are heavily impacting their systems, including the issue of teenage pregnancies. Now, you guys, we are still struggling with menstruation. We're still struggling with how a girl is supposed to be comfortable on their period in school, and then you bring in pregnancy. Oh my God! In this text, this lady clearly says, we do not have the facilities. Who are you going to bother? Check on that girl. Is she okay? School settings, there you find like heels. This girl has fallen. They are delicate. Plus, the infections. We all know the source, the harbor of the biggest infections is cold. This mother is pregnant. We are clearly endangering her, like from the word go. When she goes there, are they going to give her a special treatment? I just want to understand. Are they going to feed her differently? Are they she's not going to wake up for morning prep? Is she going to be excused from particular school schedules and how they do things? I mean, seriously, you guys, think about it. Comment in the comment section and tell us what you think. Somebody else said about young mothers keeping at school, whereas it is important that we keep at school and study, it's important that we consider the rest at the schools and classes. It goes ahead to quote our Runyankore proverb, ahambuzi mbi tosibikaho yawe. Like in, okay, a bad sport, you do not put your goat to graze in that sport. It's better when they get pregnant, they keep home, and after delivery they can always come back and study and complete. Or else we shall be promoting these teenage pregnancies by making them seem like it's okay to be pregnant while schooling. But after birth, it's okay, they can come back to school like the rest. Plain English. I'm not going to say anything more to that. Then somebody else said they should give birth fast. Stigma is real. They'll end up suffering emotionally and affects their lives negatively. Just think about it. Mental health. Of like you wake up in the morning with your tummy. Do you even line up for food? Like, I want to understand. I think I should go to schools. I should go to a school and find out how the teachers, the school environment, the classmates, the students are handling being in school with pregnant girls. Like, I just want to understand how this whole thing is working. Then somebody else says, I'm not saying it is an abnormal situation, but we need not to make pregnancy in young studying girls a normal situation, especially in places where they should be groomed. Let the young girl first go home and produce, then come back to school after. Exactly. What are you teaching the other girls? Like, how are you going to stand and teach as a teacher in class and say, do not have sex before marriage, or early pregnancies are bad, or do not give birth at an early age when there is a pregnant girl in class? I mean, you don't want to hurt her feelings, and you're not going to put a disclaimer to it to justify whatever it is that you get. Do you feel me? It's a funny situation. Like, it's just not right. Another one is like, batule wakabazale. They go back after. They should go back home, give birth, and then come back to school after. They will be stigmatized, abused, and discriminated. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? It gives a bad example to the rest. How are we going to condemn or fight early pregnancy and sex activities when those that engaged in it are part of us that did? Are we trying to say that what we are fighting is okay or good? Double standards, kabisa. How are you going to convince that 13-year-old? You know, girls at 10 can actually get pregnant these days. Yeah. How are you going to convince her? Do not get pregnant. What? And you know, they have boyfriends and they have these people who are sigularing them and making them feel like it is okay, making them feel good and pretty and beautiful and everything. How are you going to tell that child you cannot get pregnant at an early age? In class where they actually sit with a pregnant girl. Dear Uganda, seriously. Another issue is do we even somebody else said, do we even have enough care in these schools? Imagine a pregnant 15-year-old. The feeding in our schools is poor. They have to take their medication, malaria cases. Do we have enough water at school? A pregnant person needs extra care. Can we provide that? Let's stop joking, actually. Better let us first stop joking. How is she going to line up for posho and beans every day? Malaria. We all know that in school we don't sleep in mosquito nets. How? Honestly, how? Anyway, the next person said, based on the experience I've had with my wife during pregnancy, I think, not in a bad way, he quotes, but for the good of the young girls, they should get to school after giving birth. Dealing with this morning sickness is a hassle. I mean, it's a hard time for them. That's plain English. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not adding a thing to that, but think about it. Then another person say, I think it's tricky to keep them in school because are they really learning anyway? Are they learning? Like, I am frustrated. Like, imagine 2 hours of sitting in class, like one class, a lesson, a lecture, not a lecture, a class. You know, pregnancy comes with a test swollen feet, a tail what you get. Are they learning anyway with morning sickness and all the weirdness that comes with pregnancy? I mean, the hormones are everywhere. This girl is on a mood. Pregnancy is a whole lot of a thing to deal with, like honestly. Someone else says sex is not a crime, but drug abuse is. Teach the children restraint without marginalizing the victims. Self-control, among others, can be a good example of what to teach the juveniles on the subject. Remember, the more you preach against something, the more it gains influence on an individual. Case in point, the law versus the grace message. Yeah, plain English. Another person says, to me, they should first give birth. First, pregnancy can disturb, it treats every woman different. The way fellow students can be looking at that girl will make her develop stigma and hate school for the rest of her life. This girl after birth needs to rest for at least 6 weeks for her cervix to stabilize. Remember, during that time, lessons will still move on. After giving birth, the child needs to be breastfed exclusively for 6 months. We should be carrying the baby to class, or we should be asking excuses to go home and breastfeed after every 1 hour. In conclusion, let them stay home, give birth, breastfeed for at least a year, and then go back to school. The accuracy. Then someone else said, someone denying girls who are pregnant from schooling is supporting abortion indirectly. Then somebody else says, anyone who chooses abortion does so on their own. Then another person says 2 years of motherhood then back to school is not a big problem compared to undefined school environment for universal learners. Those in higher education institutes are adults, but secondary and primary preserve the girl child, at the same time preserve the society virtues. Another person said, this is to the parents actually, yeah. This person says, golemereddwa okulabirira omwana wo. Walemererwa okumukuuma, like you fail to take care of your child, you fail to protect her. Mbu omuwe essomero likuyambe. Mumanyidde basomesa ku mulembe guno of like, if you fail to take care of your child, so you're giving this daughter of yours to the school to take care of your daughter for you. I think it's unfair to the schools as well, says this person. Teachers are as human as everyone. Why extend the burden of taking care of your young pregnant girls to them? Don't teachers have a life to live? You fail on parenthood and expect teachers to parent your daughters. Dear parents, if your daughter messed up, talk to her. Tell her, you know what, it's okay. I mean, we've seen people achieve big, yeah? Achieve big in life even after giving birth. So yeah, tell your child, support them, love them from home. Don't send them to school to be traumatized, to be stressed, you know. Yeah, then somebody else says, I keep asking myself, what would Jesus do? Morality is gone. Should pregnant girls be in schools? Suspending someone for being pregnant never turns back the pregnancy, but it may change the entire course of their career. There is low change. Such people will get enough support even after giving. There is low chance that such people will get support even after giving birth. Everyone looks at them as ready for marriage and not fit for school anymore. I insist we must embrace girls and not castigate them for the changes in their lives. True, very true, but we're not going to support them from the schools. So what are you trying to honestly prove? What? You care too much. Let this girl go to school and suffer. Because honestly, let us face it, this child is going to suffer. Like honestly. Let us love them from home. Let us protect them from home. Let us take care of them from home. Support them in whatever way we can. From home, you guys. From home. Yeah? Yeah. That's basically it. Now, I would have loved to do this with a panel, like have a number of people exchanging thoughts and everything, but I mean, I'm still home. I don't have the luxury of reaching out to people and everything. Plus, I'm with the babies. I don't want to carry things from wherever I might go. But yeah, this video is entirely people's opinions, my opinion as well. Please share your opinions in the comment section and let us hear your thoughts. Yeah, we're all entitled to our opinions. Share your opinion in the comment section. Let us learn together. Yeah, I'll see you in our next video. Thank you so much for sticking around till the very end. We love you. Take care. Bye.